What causes climate change? Earth's current climate is the result of many forces that have been at work since the planet was formed more than 4 billion years ago. The greenhouse effect. The Earth is heated by solar energy from the sun. Much of the solar heat is absorbed by the land and water on Earth. Some of it is reflected back into space by clouds, gases, and the Earth's surface. A small number of gases are also able to trap heat around the Earth. The trapping of heat is called the greenhouse effect because it works in the same way as a greenhouse. Thanks to the greenhouse effects, the Earth has a climate that is warm enough for us to live in. Sunspots. Sunspots are dark areas on the surface of the Earth. Oh, I'm sorry. Sunspots are dark areas on the surface of the sun that appears regularly. They reach a peak about every 11 years. At present, they show that the sun is the cooler it has been for nearly 100 years. Some scientists believe that extremes of temperatures on Earth may be linked to the sunspot cycle. Volcanoes and meteorites. If there is an increase in dust and gas in the atmosphere, the sun can be blocked out for weeks, months, or even years, leading to a change in climate. Many people believe that the mass extinction of animals, including the dinosaurs, 65 million years ago, was caused by a giant meteorite hitting the Earth. The meteorite's estimated size was about 6 miles, 10 kilometers in diameter. The dust and particles thrown upward when the meteorite hit Earth would have blocked the sun's light for many years. Volcanic eruptions can also cause cooler weather. The eruption in 1991 of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines led to a decrease in average world temperature of almost 2 Fahrenheit, 1 Celsius, for the next 2 years. All these background forces have combined to help form our present climate. But is there now another force at work today? Are the actions of humans altering our climate too? Feedback systems. Ice reflects sunlight well. The more ice there is on Earth, the more heat is reflected back into space. This keeps the planet cool. So more ice can form and more heat can be reflected. This is a type of feedback system. And it gets this name because the effect of an action feeds back and affects the cause. Global warming. The gases in the atmosphere that keep the Earth warm are known as greenhouse gases. They include carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, and water vapor. Many of these gases are produced by human activities and industrial processes by our homes and by all forms of transportation. If enough of these pollutant gases are added to the atmosphere, the greenhouse effect will increase, causing temperatures to rise. This is called global warming, and it affects every country in the world. Carbon dioxide is a very effective greenhouse gas that makes up only 0.3% of the atmosphere when fossil fuels are burned in power plants. Large amounts of carbon dioxide, or CO2, are released into the atmosphere, and its levels are now rising rapidly. Ice core samples. The amount of carbon dioxide in past atmospheres can be measured from ice core samples. These studies have shown that for most of the last 650,000 years, the level try to make this bigger for me. Um, the level of carbon in the atmosphere has always been below 300 parts per million. The level of carbon dioxide today has risen to 370. This recent increase in carbon dioxide has mirrored uh, whoops, trying to make this larger. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to. Oh, okay. The level of carbon dioxide today has risen to 370. This recent increase in carbon has been might mirrored by a rise in average world temperatures. This has risen by more than 1.08 Fahrenheit or zero point 0.6 Celsius since the 1850s. If this rise continues, some estimate that temperatures could increase by more than 9 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 Celsius by the end of the 21st century. Wow. And here's the bar graph of the carbon footprint. What have you learned so far about global warming and climate change? So you're going to write this in your seesaw assignment.